And welcome back to the NKY Magazine on ICN 6. On Thursday, on stage at the Madison Theater, a tribute to Katie Laur, one of the greatest ladies of bluegrass. Actually, she's known as a queen of bluegrass here in the greater Cincinnati area, and we'll pay tribute to her on Thursday night at the Madison. With me is the organizer of this event, Ed Cunningham, fiddle player with the Comets, as well as Jeff Roberts, who plays banjo for the Comet Bluegrass Allstars. You're all stars in my book, I tell you what. What a wonderful coming together to pay tribute to a lady who, in my book, has represented bluegrass in the finest capacity throughout the years, Ed. Your brainstorm?
Well, you're right, Nancy. I mean, there's no denying that she's left her mark here on bluegrass, not only regionally, but, nationally. Of course, and interesting that it's not thought of too much is that bluegrass was kind of a male-dominated field until Jeff. Well, he's a male too, but Jeff.
When'd you cross over, Jeff?
Well, Katie came along in the '70s, I guess it was, wasn't it, Jeff?
Yes.
Early '70s.
She started her band in '75. I played the banjo with her then.
And at that time, I mean, she was like one of the only females fronting a band.
Yeah.
And Jeff can tell you, I mean, she was not always welcome in that capacity. I mean, there was a struggle to break through the gender bias, let's say, of the music.
They had to come up with a female dressing room. Some of the
That's what really made it matter.
That's true. For heaven's sakes, you would have gone to the ladies' room to take care of that.
That's right. But anyway, since then, I mean, she's played lots of bluegrass. Jeff has performed on the Prairie Home Companion a couple of times with Garrison Keillor's show. And
what makes her so special, Jeff?
Well, she was is a great singer.
Yeah.
But I'm still thinking back in the old days when the band started, and we traveled and played a lot of places. She had a unique voice, and she was a bluegrass singer, but she just chose bluegrass. Katie could sing anything, really.
Yeah, I love when she sings jazz. She is that huskiness to her voice.
Oh, yeah.
She just really, it lends itself to that style of performing. There will be lots of different performers on stage paying tribute to Katie. Tell me the groups that are going to be on stage Thursday.
Well, it was actually a process of kind of first come, first serve.
Somebody
we could
wanted
have had
to.
so many different bands. I mean,
Sure.
but what we wound up with is a fine group of folks and good musicians. We've got a group called the Turkeys, who will be there, and one of the Turkeys is here. You might have heard him gobbling over there.
Yeah,
But no, Chris Cosentino's here, and we're going to have Magnolia Mountain. That's a fun group. We're going to have Ma Crow and friends, Ma Crow and Brenda and
Tupelo Honey.
Tupelo Honey. Well, no, not Tupelo Honey.
Just Scott.
Yeah, just Scott from the band Tupelo Honey. I guess it's Scott Reisner, a Kentuckian.
Sure. Yes.
And let's see, I'm leaving out Phil DeGreg. At the end of the night, there's going to be jazz.
No way.
Oh yes.
How
going to
darn.
be a big. We might get some of these bluegrass guys to kind of
stick around and
stick
sit
in there
in.
and see what happens when you put those two together. It might be kind of terrifying, but we'll see what happens.
Mixing the genres, do
my
we
God.
dare?
Sometimes it
Who
works,
knows?
sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
And the master of ceremonies, oh dear Lord, good luck with this, is our friend Gary Burbank, who will be on stage as well. Think you can entice him to play as well?
We're going to try.
Yeah.
He's a good drummer.
He's a drummer.
Yeah,
Let's face it. He's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a fun night.
He's funny?
Gary? You think so? Well, once in a while he comes off with a good line.
Oh, it's not a roast. It's a toast. It's a tribute.
Yeah, I'd say so.
right.
That's right. It's more
All
like
right.
it, yeah.
Absolutely. Is Katie going to perform at all?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She'll be there. Yeah,
she'll be there.
singing.
She'll be
And
performing from 11 until 12. You start off at 7:30 in the evening.
Yeah, we're going to get doors open at 7.
Okay.
Start at 7:30. And one thing I wanted to correct in the beginning, you mentioned I was an organizer of this. I'm really just a small part of this thing that other folks are working hard. Play It Forward is a group.
Liz Wu.
Liz and a lot of other folks work to help make this happen. But I'm proud to be just a small part of it.
And got to give a shout out to your band who will be performing after we come back from commercial, the Comet Bluegrass Allstars. We can hear you every Sunday night?
Correct. At the Comet in Northside. And we're there every Sunday night. It's an early night, 7:30 to about 10 for guys
Bring
like
the
us.
whole family?
Bring the family, sure. Yeah. It's kind of family night there. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Kids come
Kids
in and
love
hear
to
us
dance
too.
and
They do.
Yeah.
It is a bar, but they serve food too.
That's right.
But it's a good place to spend a Sunday night if you're available.
Well, a good place to spend the next 6 minutes is going to be right here, because after commercial we're going to be joined by the Comet Bluegrass Allstars, who's going to perform for us, who will also be on stage at the Madison Theater on Thursday. Doors open at 7. Be there until midnight, because that's when Sweet Kate comes on stage between 11 and 12 to do a little jazz, a little bluegrass, a little just about everything. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate you being here, and looking forward to hearing you when we come back from commercial.
Thanks,
we'll be right back.
know my mind was wandering like the wild geese in the